Hello friends, let us now learn some important points about the tolerance. So if you see in the tolerance is the ability to do not recognize the self antigen. So we have the dendritic cells, T cells, B cells, all of them should not recognize the self antigens. So the difference between the self and foreign antigens should be present. So in order to make the immune cells to not to recognize the self antigen, there is a process which occurs, which is called as central tolerance, and we also have peripheral tolerance. All the cells in our body will undergo central tolerance. If anything misses, then that results in peripheral tolerance. So first we will see central tolerance. In the central tolerance, first we have deletion or negative selection. So in this, these are mainly done, this deletion and negative selection is done for T cells. This central tolerance occurs in bone marrow and thymus. Okay, in this, all those cells which are autoimmune cells, which are reactive against our own body, are deleted or they are removed from the circulation in the bone marrow and thymus itself. So if there is any defect in this central deletion, it can occur due to AIRE gene, that is autoimmune regulator gene. If there is defect in this autoimmune regulator gene, this will result in autoimmune polyendocrinopathy. It will result in autoimmune polyendocrinopathy. So this is the disorder which occurs whenever the deletion or negative selection of T cells is defective due to the defect in the gene autoimmune regulator gene. Okay, next. The second type of selection which is present here is receptor editing. This is also done in bone marrow and thymus, and this receptor editing is mainly for B cells. Right. Then the next tolerance is peripheral tolerance. In the peripheral tolerance, first and foremost we have energy. Okay, in energy is the process where the T cells have specific signals that they won't attack our own immune cells. So this T cell energy and B cell energy, so this energy includes is for both T and B cell. So this what is this energy? This is the signal 1 and signal 2, which I have already said in the previous class. I am not explaining about all that, but if there is any foreign antigen in the cell, it will exhibit both signal 1 and 2, but if there is self antigen, this will exhibit only signal 1. So as a result, this self antigen is not, so as a result the immune system will not be activated due to the self antigen. Okay, so if there is defect in energy, if there is defect or loss of energy, this will result in autoimmune disorders. Next we have second peripheral tolerance is T regulatory cells. Okay, in the T regulatory cells we have two cells which are important in T cell regulatory cells, which is increased CTLA4 and also increased PD1. Okay, so this T regulatory cells are also a subset of CD4 cells, and they are actually CD25 positive. This CD25 positive will code for interleukin 2 receptor. These are CD25 positive. Okay, now the interleukin 2 will come and bind to this interleukin 2 receptor or CD25 receptor, and this will activate. Okay, get activated. Now this these T cells, once they are activated, they increase the production of CTLA4 and PD1. So these two will cause immunosuppression and they do not cause the activation of the cells. Okay, so as a result, this will regulate the immune response. So if there is defect in this, this whole thing is done by the gene FOXP3 gene. Okay, now if there is defect in this FOXP3 gene, this will leads to a IPEX syndrome. Okay, what is this IPEX syndrome? IPEX syndrome is I for immune dysregulation and P is polyendocrinopathy, and it also causes enteropathy, and this is X-linked. So this IPEX syndrome occurs due to the T regulatory cell issue, that is FOXP3 gene defect. Next we have third type of peripheral tolerance, which includes killing of self-reactive T cells. If there are any self-reactive cells, okay, these self-reactive cells are actually killed by our body by apoptosis, in which process, that is CD95 fast, that is intrinsic pathway of apoptosis, the cells are killed. If there is any defect in this apoptosis, then this leads to autoimmune lymphoproliferative syndrome. So defect in apoptosis results in autoimmune lymphoproliferative syndrome, right? Next fourth is, there is one more antigen called as cryptic, or we have cryptic or hidden antigens. In this, the antigens present in our body, some of those are hidden in our body. Okay, these are called as immune privileged sites also. We call it as immune privileged sites. So if you see, the examples of these cryptic antigens are brain, eye and testis. So there is blood-brain barrier which will stop the these antigens from coming out, and blood ocular barrier and blood testicular barrier is present. If there is some reason and these antigens are released outside, that will also result in autoimmune diseases. So this is about the tolerance. Thank you for watching.